Hello and welcome to TT Miniatures. Today I'm going to talk about the film Downfall, and it's fantastically well researched and very, very well acted. It is rather harrowing in places, and so I'd be cautious about watching it if you're in a particularly nervous disposition. But I think in terms of education, it's very important, and I really think that sort of every school kid over 16 really needs to see this actually as a warning. But yeah, it's fantastically realised, but before I go any further, there are going to be spoilers here, so I'd suggest watching it first and then coming back to the review to see if you agree. I've got a copy here that I picked up locally in a charity shop, and first of all, the cast are amazing, and Bruno Gantz stands out particularly well, and so does the actress who plays Magda Goebbels. Also, particularly interesting is just seeing the attention to historical detail. It's from a war gamer and someone who's interested in military history. It's great to see all the different units that you see there, because you'll see things like the Waffen-SS defending Berlin. You'll see the regular army. You'll get members of the Nazi Party going around trying to motivate their own people by executing and hanging people in the streets, when clearly the war was lost by this point. But you'd had this, the Nazis had this doctrine of being stabbed in the back, which I think was a myth. And so they were all determined to fight to the end in this. And you can see really just some of the craziness that's going on, because a lot of these guys were fanatics. But also with the Nazi leadership, a lot of them, if they surrendered, they knew they were dead. And so for them, they might as well do that. But Hitler seems to have this weird obsession where he feels that the German people have actually failed him. And with his social Darwinism, he issued his Nero order, where basically he wanted the whole infrastructure to be destroyed by Speer, etc., and so that the German people would die out, because he felt that they'd failed, and they'd failed him, because he was that egotistical and that much of a maniac. But also he felt that they weren't fit to live, which is horrendous when you've got women and kids not being evacuated from a battle zone. But yeah, so it's the acting is amazing. Particularly, I mean, some of it is pretty rough, where you get Magda Goebbels killing her own children because she can't imagine them living in a world without Hitler and without National Socialism. And yeah, that's fairly upsetting. So it's you might need a stiff drink afterwards. And but at the same time, it's I think it all appears credible to me, apart from the main character, Treldel Junge, who is Hitler's secretary, who's played by superb actress who's very good, but she's very beautiful and doe-eyed and coming across as an innocent, whereas I would be very sceptical about how she wouldn't be a party to a lot of things that were going on under the Third Reich. And that's the only character I don't actually find totally convincing. And whereas Hitler, you see him in absolute desperation. I think he was pretty much a drug addict by that time. You see his doctor in the background, and he's looking in a real state. His hand is shaking, and I'm not quite sure what the cause of that, whether it's drug related or whether it's another effect of mental ill health, etc. But at the same time, you do get a feel that Berlin is under siege in this film, and you get to see all these different units. But some of these units are, they're herding literally kids and teenagers into battle, and the Nazi leadership is utterly callous about this, and particularly when you get the Volkssturm, which are basically like our old dad's army. So a lot of these people died pretty needlessly, really, because of people's egos and desperation. But yeah, it's not the jolliest video, this one, but it's I really do think this is an important film, and it really does need to be seen. I enjoyed it on a sort of intellectual level, but it was quite a bit of a wrench at times. But also it does have that classic scene on it where Hitler realised der Krieg is verloren, and the war is lost, and he does his absolute nut that is all over YouTube with people claiming putting subtitles on about other subjects. But yeah, definitely worth watching. And yeah, as someone who's interested in military history, I think this is a must.